My sister stole my son's surgery savings for a spiritual trip. I never thought I'd be the kind of man who pours his heart out to strangers on the internet, but I don't know where else to put all this pain. What my sister did, it broke something inside me that I don't think will ever fully heal. I'm 38 years old, a single father to my little boy, Luke. He's my world, the light that kept me standing when life kept trying to knock me down. From the moment he was born, I knew things weren't going to be easy. Luke came into this world with a congenital heart defect. The doctors told us there was a chance he wouldn't live to see his 5th birthday. But he did. And every year since then has been a gift. Fragile, precious, and terrifying all at once. He's had 2 major surgeries already. The first when he was barely 2 years old. I remember pacing the cold hospital floor, clutching his little blue dinosaur toy, whispering silent prayers, even though I've never been much of a believer. The second time was when he was 7. I held his hand right up until they rolled him away. I smiled for him, told him to be brave, but my legs nearly gave out when he disappeared through those double doors. After that, I made a promise to myself and to Luke that the next time we'd be ready. I would make sure nothing stood between my son and his chance at life. So I worked. I worked every shift I could get. I fixed cars during the day and delivered food at night. Every extra dollar went into what I called the hope account. It wasn't much at first, but every deposit was like a prayer, a promise that one day this money would buy Luke another chance. After almost 10 years, I had managed to save just over $15,000. That was enough for his final procedure, his recovery, and a bit of cushion for emergencies. For the first time in years, I could finally breathe. I was proud of myself. I was proud that my son would get the future he deserved. And then came my sister, Amy. Amy has always been different. She's 3 years younger than me, but she's lived her whole life like the world owes her something. While I stayed home to raise my son and rebuild our lives after his mother left, Amy was chasing one purpose after another. One month she was teaching yoga, the next she was talking about energy vibrations and cosmic awakening. She had a talent for turning every idea into some new spiritual obsession. I never judged her out loud. She's my sister after all. Everyone finds comfort in something, but when she came over one evening talking about a life-changing retreat, I should have known something was coming. She sat on my couch, incense burning, eyes glassy with excitement. "I found it," she said, "the retreat that's gonna change my life." She told me about a 2-month spiritual awakening program in Bali. Meditation, healing, something about master energy alignment. It all sounded like nonsense. Then she told me the cost: $12,000. I almost dropped my coffee. "Are you serious?" I spoke. "That's more than you've ever made in a year." She smiled calmly. "You don't understand. This isn't spending, it's investing. The universe always rewards pure intentions." I laughed, but she didn't. Her expression changed. Defensive. Almost angry. "You always think you're better than me because you've got your boring little life together. Maybe that's why you're always stuck. You can't evolve." That cut deep. I didn't argue. I just let her talk and left it there. She hugged me before leaving, kissed Luke on the head, and said, "Don't worry, big brother. One day you'll understand what real peace is." I didn't know it then, but that was the last normal day we'd ever have. The day everything fell apart. 2 months later, I got the best phone call of my life. The hospital had officially scheduled Luke's final surgery. I hung up and cried right there at work. That night I told Luke. His face lit up brighter than the sun. "Does that mean I can play soccer after, Dad?" he asked.
"Yeah, buddy," I said, hugging him tight. "You'll run faster than all the other kids." After putting him to bed, I opened my laptop to make the down payment to the hospital. I logged into the Hope account and froze. The balance said $742.19. At first, I thought I'd misread it. I refreshed the page. Same number. My hand started shaking. I opened the transaction history. 5 transfers, each for around $3,000, all sent over the past 3 weeks. The recipient's name made my stomach drop. Amy R. Wellness. I just stared. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. I called her immediately. No answer. I called again. Nothing. Then I checked her Instagram.
There she was, on a beach in Bali, wearing white linen, standing under a sign that read, "Bali Soul Retreat." She was smiling, eyes closed, hands together in prayer. The caption said, "When you finally trust the universe, it gives you everything you need. Healing energy, trust the process, Bali Retreat." I dropped my phone. That money, Luke's money, was gone. Update 1. 3 days later, she finally called. "Hey bro, how's Luke?" She said like nothing happened. I cut her off. "Amy, where is my money?" She paused. "What money?" I nearly shouted. "Don't you dare play dumb. The Hope account. You transferred it. That was for my son's surgery." A long silence. Then she sighed. "You're being dramatic. I didn't steal it. I borrowed it. I'll pay you back. This trip is important. It's part of my soul work." "You're in Bali, Amy. How is that not stealing?" "It's not stealing when it's family," she said. "The universe will reward us both." She hung up on me after saying, "Stop blocking my energy with your negativity." The bank told me she had access through an old joint link from when I helped her set up her wellness shop years ago. It was technically legal, a loophole. Legal, but not moral. Update 2. 2 weeks later, she called again, crying. Her guru had vanished with everyone's money. She was stranded in Bali, broke, desperate. For a split second, I felt sorry for her. Despite everything, she was still my sister. So I bought her a ticket home. When she arrived, she looked nothing like the woman who'd left. She was thin, sunburnt, and empty. I waited for her to apologize. Instead, she blamed me. "You ruined my energy. You turned people against me." My mother begged me to forgive her. "She's family," she said. "You can't stay mad forever." But when she saw Luke crying because his surgery had to be postponed again, even Mom stopped defending her.
Update 3. I couldn't stay quiet anymore. I shared my story online. No names, but enough detail that people figured it out. Her small wellness business collapsed overnight. Amy came to my door days later, crying, shaking. "I'm sorry," she said. "I wanted to pay you back. I thought I could fix it." I looked her in the eyes and said, "You didn't just take money. You took hope." Then I closed the door. Update 4. A week later, someone created a GoFundMe for Luke. It spread like wildfire. Thousands of strangers donated. Within weeks, we had more than enough. Luke's surgery went perfectly. When he woke up, weak but smiling, he whispered, "Dad, can I play now?" And I broke down crying. A few months later, I got a letter in the mail. No return address. Inside was $200 and a note in her handwriting. "I'm working at a retreat center in Arizona. I'm learning what real healing means. I'm sorry." I didn't write back. I just tucked the letter beside Luke's hospital photo. Because sometimes forgiveness isn't about letting someone back into your life. It's about letting go of the pain they caused. Luke's healthy now. He's running, laughing, living, just like any kid should. I still work hard, still save every penny, but now I save for our future, not to fix the past.
The universe didn't heal this. I did.